Hello, Aquarius. Welcome. This is going to be a zodiac specific reading, as you can tell from the title. And coming into your energy, I suddenly feel a little bit more upbeat. All of a sudden, I'm feeling awake and wide eyed. I don't know if you're excited about something, looking forward to something. Let me tell you about this reading. So, Aquarius, what I've done is I have taken a series of blank note cards, written on the back, one per card of the symbols of the zodiac, and then blindly, without looking at the symbol, I took them out of order randomly and put them on the heart space and looked into the energies, and then wrote down a bunch of insights, impressions, and channeled messages. So it may seem a little random, and I'm going to do my best not to interpret these for you. I'm going to give you a little shot at that so you can screenshot and flip that and check it out for your own meditative time and your own insights. So I'll start here, and then we'll get you a Tao Te Ching message, an Art of War advice card, some archetype cards, as well as some mixed shamanic cards, oracle, Akashic tarot, other tarot, and then we'll finish up with this Whispers of the Ocean oracle. So there's a mix of cards, because what I've done is I then took the note cards and I placed them all out randomly, and without looking at those energies, began shuffling the decks and was just placing the cards randomly on the piles, created a spread with a bunch of different decks here. So I'm excited to see. I didn't look at anybody's cards before reading, except there was a snafu with Taurus so far. So hopefully yours will go smoothly. Let's see. Oh, it's raining right now at the time of this broadcast. Teardrops / raindrops, dewdrops on grass, cool to the touch, fireflies twinkling, dusk till dawn, endless summer night, captured moments, mind's eye, core memories, photo albums, records, recording. So I thought of this during the Taurus reading, but it's coming up now. It didn't come up for them. The record keeper, you may identify with being somebody who is recording something, or that is more of an energetic record keeper. Mastery of now, manifestation mode, north node focused, south node wise, record keeper. It's right there. Journal, Akashic, determination, new approach, perseverance, lesson learned, cracking a code or a missing link, and code being very called out, written in all caps, like the codes, our blueprints, encoded messages, translation, downloads from spirit. You may be a code speaker energetically. Connected dots, dot matrix, Rorschach, ink blot, perspectives, symbol language, lost in translation, miscommunication, clear the air, or clear air, it says, maybe needing fresh air, elders, adaptation, listening to capture the essence and to retell. Interesting. So maybe you are writing someone else's story, or thinking about somebody and channeling some type of journaling, or some type of song writing or something. Any of these, but it could be anything else. Let's see what your cards have to say. Number 6. That's interesting, because Taurus got the 66. I don't know why I'm making these connections, probably because I just did their reading. Aquarius, you may be dealing with somebody of another sign. The Tao is called the Great Mother, empty yet inexhaustible. It gives birth to infinite worlds. It is always present within you. You can use it any way you want. Empty yet inexhaustible. The Great Mother. Interesting. So Sun Tzu said, the highest form of generalship is to balk the enemy's plans. The next best is to prevent the junction of the enemy's forces. The next in order is to attack the enemy's army in the field. And the worst policy of all is to besiege walled cities. Well, that seems really obvious when you put it that way, if you followed all of that, you know. So if you can catch them off guard, then they're going to be stuck in caught off guard means, by its nature, not being able to be defensive in the moment. The next, not allowing them to convene and to strengthen forces. And then nextly, to take them in open territory. And the worst is to approach them when they have all their defenses and shields in place. So even like in approaching somebody to have a conversation, like looking to approach somebody in a bar or something, quite often it's talked about that the person wanting to do the approach would be better served if they can, like if somebody kind of walks to the bar to get a drink, then they can approach and then it's one-on-one versus like, let me walk up to you with all your girlfriends around you or your boyfriends around you. Maybe, whatever. And yeah, we can take that into context. So the other side of this card says prevention is better than the cure. Speaking a little bit about health and being proactive and acting before the moment even. Well, maybe being patient and then acting when the moment is right, when the iron is hot. We're all generals in our army of one. We're responsible for how we live and relate to others. As thwarting an enemy's plans is better than laying siege to their city, so looking after your health is better than waiting until you get sick. And managing your budget is better than falling into debt. Be responsible for yourself and for others. Very nice. Yeah, and even in the moment, like if you've got kids, put some healthy snacks in the house. Don't let them just have free reign on the cookie jar type of thing is coming forward. Oh, very interesting. You've got the stone, which is depicting the philosopher's stone. And also, because last night I reviewed a few YouTube things, I'm kind of seeing the pyramids and then the square depicting the gateway or space cosmic in general, and then the circle depicting the location, and then the stone at the center. It's like the learning written in stone, things that are written on the walls, ancestry, legacy, pearls of wisdom that we need to translate, hieroglyphs. The desert. Why is it in the desert? Feeling that your own energy has been lacking some type of emotional, spiritual connection and flow, and feeling something is really written in stone. It's like needing to recognize the tools are all around us. The tools are the ethers that we can't even see, and so drawing a solution is coming through this manifestation mode. Yeah, north node focused, south node wise, record keeper. Wow, Akashic, cracking the code. Oh my gosh, there's so much here. So there's something that you're researching, perhaps a very occult knowledge and wisdom, any type of esoteric wisdom. You are able to draw conclusions that have been missed, or to translate this super in-depth work into a synopsis or something that can be conveyed and to enlighten and inspire others to meditate upon their own meanings and words at 10101010. That one steps forward for me a lot. I don't know what number codes you've seen lately, but it probably holds a message for you. It does. 21, the mystic. Wow. The philosopher and the mystic. You are incredibly in tune and in touch with some sacred wisdom and knowledge here. And maybe you're waking up to something that maybe you thought others took for granted. In Aquarius in general, this is the age of Aquarius coming in and online. It's reminding me of Atlantean ideologies and maybe channeling these higher technological advancements, being able to feel yourself like the programmed stones, gemstones can hold information. And as ourselves, the more that we are mystically inclined, connected, and aware and willing to be the mouthpiece of spirit, the more those energies can step through us and out into the ethers. And as we speak, so we become. Look at this alchemy. Your hands are on fire. Are you into some type of work in that manner? Alchemy, energy work, transmutation, laying on of hands, Reiki, massage, sports medicine. Oh my gosh. So also Egyptian lore, we've got the circle with the cross, and the cross can represent the very ancient symbol for God. It's like the hands of God and Goddess. I'm seeing the delay on the camera. This is some good, huge energy coming through for you, Aquarius. So you are lit up in the things that you are doing and creating. You are a channel and you're bringing it in and you're putting it out. And so you're creating something incredible. And oh my God, this is some powerful mojo. Look at you reading the runes here in the foreground, skywriting the fates, more symbols, more symbol language stepping forward with the moon cycles coming forward as well as the clouds dissipating. It's like even reading Rorschach symbols in the clouds, seeing symbols that speak to you, seeing animal kingdom information stepping forward. And then caterpillar opportunity. So yeah, Aquarius, your mind is already known for being quick and spontaneous and forward speaking. And if I'm not mistaken, right at around the time of this broadcast, we have Mars connecting with Uranus, which Uranus is one of your co-rulers, the rebel, the revolutionary, the spontaneous, progressive insights and downloads from spirit. And then the your other ruler being Saturn, which is in retrograde in Pisces, the mystic in the waters, where I would suspect that Saturn retrograde in Pisces is probably at least in detriment, which is a challenging, but I'm not positive. But Saturn wants form and structure, and being retrograde, being pushed back onto the self in Pisces, the sign of fluidity, is challenging. And it's telling us that there are all of these elementals and these disembodied energies at work and at play within our awareness. And to the extent that we're aware, we're putting this language into, we're creating signposts, we're hearing the guidance, seeing the guidance, following the guidance. Look at all of these eyeballs throughout this randomly weird snake-like, cat-like energy. And in the moment, to me, it's also looking like alien eyes. You know how they'll draw the alien eyes as huge, enormous, luminous, oversized for the face, the head oversized. And even the pyramids with the Sphinx energy being godlike. This half person, half lion in the moment. It's kind of like that Sphinx-like energy with this caterpillar, but the lower arcana version. So maybe you've got some trickster energy at work and play in your life. And yeah, this violet flame, again, the violet flame came through for Taurus. So you may have some Taurus in your chart, or maybe one of these transits we're talking about is activating your Taurian area of your natal chart, or maybe otherwise. But yeah, there are opportunities stepping forward as you follow these guideposts here at 1515. That's an interesting one. 1515. What would that be? Self-created change and self-created change, and being able to embrace structure and fluidity, and to be able to continue to not only follow the redirections, but to make the most, to gather the resources, and to move without delay. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. From the Akashic Tarot, the initiation and the Count Saint Germain. Thank you, Saint Germain. This is the YouTube information that stepped forward for Taurus with the violet flame, which is his tool of alchemy. And you've got alchemy and the mystic and the philosopher's stone. I'm getting super excited about your energy. You have these initiates stepping forward here, listening to Saint Germain. So it seems to me that this is an opportunity for you to embody the healing light of the violet flame, and to, whether you're working with the energy of hands or at a distance healing, it does not matter. Both you are drawing a crowd, and he is working, she, divinity speaking and stepping through your hands, your voice, and your ability to heal. And then you have Archangel Raphael. Oh my gosh, which is the emotional waters, I believe. Doesn't he hold the sacred cup? But yet, an ascended master and an archangel stepping forward, and Archangel Raphael known as the healer essence of this deck, 14 and number 8. So I believe that you're getting this initiation through the Lionsgate portal alignment, which happens on 8/8. And this year, 2024, is an 8 year. So it's happening on 8/8/8. There is a sacred destiny and alignment. Your fate is opening up. It's written in the sky and in the clouds. And the clouds that have obscured your vision are clearing out, and your alchemy is stepping forward. The voice of God, the tools of God are within your hands. And I don't mean to gas you up or anything, but these cards are completely telling a story about your sacred destiny as some type of a channel or a healer, or somehow in that way. And so before we move on, sitting on my yoga ball, sorry about the noise, it's not me, I promise. So the I Am Discourses, you may want to check this book out. It's stepping forward as something that I had given little attention to in the past. I tried to read it and couldn't, but even if you have a book sitting to the side that speaks to you or wants to speak to you, this one's separate. It's a different, you may just thumb through and catch a significant page and just read an insight per day or per moment. So this one has a different essence here. Ooh. Our beloved ascended master Jesus, and our beloved ascended master Saint Germain. And with these symbol languages here, and the symbol of God, do you see it there? That four-way star or cross in the circle. Oh my gosh. Where is it at? It's in this alchemy card. Do you see this? Incredible. So also, it was the page right before that my finger fell on. It says something about, do you not see how that would annul the statement I had made, which would liberate the power of freedom? Jesus said, "Ye cannot serve two masters." This means that you cannot divide the attention, for you must stop, look, and listen. I tell you, you cannot make steady progress if you give power to anything but your mighty I Am presence. The unfortunate thing with so many students is they do not hold long and steadily enough to the mighty truth of their being to gain momentum and strength enough to stand against the pull of suggestion and outer appearance. Ah. The strange thing to me is that when the student's attention has been once drawn to the all power of the I am presence, which is the only active principle of life they have, God in action within and about them, they cannot or do not see that they are dividing the power when the attention is fixed on outer things, and but delaying the magnificent activity and accomplishment which the I am presence at 2020 would otherwise bring forth. However, having gone through the mill, so to speak, we have infinite patience to wait until the beloved student can grasp his scepter of dominion, of this mighty I am presence, and hold it in the hand. I could bring you records of the most appalling things done through the suggestion of astrology. Crimes are committed every week of the year by the suggestions given out through it. The suggestion given sets the law into action to accomplish it. When your attention is on a thing, the power within yourself goes instantly to it. So, we talked about astrology, and it's kind of hating on it. If the astrologers do not stop holding the thought of death against, she will pass out. It is criminal, is a child of God, and is entitled to live here as long as is decreed. I shall do what I am permitted to protect. There are crimes so much worse than the physical murder that there is no comparison, because they're committed deliberately by people who know better than to do them. Ooh. So, talking about the power of voice and of thought as the precursor of our active energy at work and play within our beingness. And are we the hand of God, or are we choosing things that we know to be wrong? It's a bigger injustice than the ignorance or the intention of what others are doing atrocities to prevent. It's like knowing and doing a little thing is worse than not knowing and doing a large thing, is the suggestion at 2222. Let's move on. This is incredible, fascinating energy. Okay, 2 major arcana from the next deck. The Hermit, contemplation and wisdom with the koala. And number 6, love with choice and trust. And this pair of wolves going in the same direction too. So momentum and speed coming in with this lover's choice card. And with this koala, he does look content and happy and a little bit disguised. So blending in with the environment here, taking the time to sit and and he's like laying his hands on that branch of the tree, or you can see it otherwise, but it's almost like putting your thought, word, effort, and deed behind your intentions and happily manifesting, envisioning the greatness and the beauty and the healing of whatever has come before. The ability to trust our choices and to trust our judgment helps us to move forward quickly, and maybe using the voice as our own tool of vibrational alchemy to reconnect with another individual with this love, choice, trust, to connect with our family, friends, cohorts, soul family in such a way as to get back on the same track and move in the same direction towards health and well-being and the advocacy of our greatness and our godly center. So all this God talk, I'm not talking in the religious manner of things. I hope that you can take that. One of my friends calls it good orderly direction. Wherever you place your faith and hope and integrity and intentionality behind, let it be something that brings light and justice and honor to us in the world, right? So as long as you're moving in that good orderly direction, that is what I'm talking about with the essence of God. So some people got the Celtic Dragon Tarot, as you did. Others got the Cat People Tarot. So we've got this family card on the deck. I don't know if I said in your reading, but all of the decks are turned upright, and we're only calling them in when the reading calls it. But this is happy family, happy home. setting up for success. And then those cups all have rainbows in it. It's like, stop the pop, the soda, whatever you call it in your area, the carbonated sugar beverages, and put something good in that cup. And, you know, as far as like the emotional cup, instead of placing expectations, blame, or otherwise, or, you know, sideways compliments or demands, let us put love in that cup and say, good morning, how did you sleep, type of stuff. You know, it's like using our alchemy in every moment is the use of Archangel Raphael's sacred cup to hold the whole spectrum of love and rainbow and the upliftment of all the chakras, helping us align our own and those of others around us. It's gorgeous. So we do have one reversal here in this. We've got the Fool, which is amazing. I believe Taurus just got a Fool card as well. This one showing a crossroads. Maybe you're at a point where you've done many things and you're contemplating a shift of placement, like maybe moving home, moving job, moving relationship, something else, but moving mindset. Particularly, this individual's focused in and studying very hard, concentrating, and there are dragon beings, large beings behind in the forest looking on and whispering like, we know he's going to do it. Choose the right direction. Choose the direction of love and faith. Your inspiration is calling you in a different direction for a reason. Don't disregard the sparkles and the things that are twinkling. Even if you've just started something and it's just not calling to you, be willing to lay it down and to develop yourself in the direction of your passion, because that's where prevention is better than the cure. It's like, if you're not on the right path, why stay there? Why try to put so much more effort into it? When you move with the guidepost, that's where your energy lies. So we've got 8 of Wands in the reverse. So you are maybe not listening, not attuning as closely as you could to the whispers. You're not heeding the advice. You're not speaking the words into existence previously that are calling you to be connected with these individuals. Perhaps in your home, it's like maybe these compliments or affirmations were never modeled for you, and it's difficult for you to speak them out because maybe you had some type of blockage in your throat chakra or otherwise previously with your ability and using your opportunities to speak love into the world. Maybe you were ridiculed for this gift in the past. We've got Queen of Cups. You feel very deeply in this moment, and you're sitting back and really contemplating what it is that you're feeling and thinking. And maybe that's the Queen of Cups that you are looking to approach. You know, we talked about a little bit of attraction. Maybe it's your equal or your partner here. Maybe they represent a little bit of this chameleon-esque alien type energy where you feel different and don't understand their sacred love language or don't understand what they're trying to say. How often are women and men on different pages? Like, we're like, oh, it would be nice if somebody took out the trash, or, you know, something like, oh, you know, my shoulders have been aching for days. You know, what do we think that means? Maybe it's time to lay your hands on someone in a powerful healing manner. And it could be even brotherhood, sisterhood, laying your hand on the shoulder and saying, you know, I'm really proud of the way that you handled yourself. Or, you know, I've always appreciated your insight and I know you're looking out for me. Thanks. You know, these things, so easy for me to say now, but you're being asked to embrace that flame. That sacred flame is on the bottom of the archetypal deck here, that golden flame, perhaps the flame of your kundalini spark of life, or the violet flame that transmutes anger into potential and into understanding. So you're facing your fears here and being asked to cross this portal with wisdom and courage. The South Node wisdom. It's like you come in here with a lot of strength and connectivity, but maybe your North Node is in a position of humility and hiding. You may have your nodes in Virgo Pisces, I'm hearing, but if it's not you, it's not you. And that would kind of be like um, having this North Node Piscean mystical ability, but then the Virgoan predisposition to be a little reserved and hidden and keep that to yourself. Be insightful and established. Ground these energies into this reality. Maybe that's why we're talking about this debilitated, perhaps, Saturn in Pisces. With Saturn in Pisces, it's like embrace and ground the wisdom that is unquantifiable, ground in the mystery, anchor in the cosmic forces of change, and know that you are part of this manifestation that is becoming in every moment. Ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. And this card to me also talks a lot about community. And we had that Hermit, and we're talking about perhaps getting your gifts out there into the world. And it doesn't have to be overt. It doesn't have to be you like trying to gain attention or sell your gifts. It can just be utilizing that in open, honest, little bitty conversational inputs, little pearls of wisdom, little sparkles of insight that you kind of drop these tidbits on others and let them unpack them in their own way without our expectations. So I feel like I have just now taken my first breath. That was an intense reading. I really appreciate you, and I hope that you are ready to embrace all that you are. It looks like you are absolutely looking to coordinate energies and insights with the archangels and ascended masters. Call them into your space. Allow them to clear and polish your philosophies, ethics, and morals and the codes of your conduct and your mysticism, and clear your throat chakra to be able to alchemize and bring forth all that you are fated to become. Take good care of yourself, and do consider hitting some of those buttons for us to get out the messages if you would, and comment and let us know your experience. So take care of you, and until next time.